All right, I think this thing's on. Good afternoon, America. We're going to have an impeachment. Yep, the Democrats finally got their way. I like how they say this has got to be not a bias thing. It's got to be real problems, high crimes, misdemeanors, treason. We've got the greatest president in our country's history. We have the greatest economy in our country's history. We have the lowest unemployment since 1969. Over 50 years. Some categories, lowest unemployment on history, on record. He's done over 290 bills he's gotten proposed. He talked nicely to Mexico through tariffs and got their attention. And now they do more on the southern border than the Democrats do to help us. Because he couldn't get the Democrats to help us. They want open borders. They want open borders so bad they come out with sanctuary cities. That's why LA releases 100 convicted felons a day. Felons. These could be rapists. These could be pedophiles. These could be murderers. They just don't care. They don't want them deported to Mexico. Because they know they're going to be back in a month or two anyway, so they're trying to save them wear and tear, I guess. I don't know. They want their criminals in tip-top shape for doing crime. I don't know. If you ship them back, though, at least they can come back with more drugs like they did this first time. These ain't nice people. These are felons. These are illegal aliens. And they love them. So they're setting up centers of crime, basically, is what they're doing around the country. Every time you got some brain-dead Democrat running the area, like your sanctuary cities, because there are no Republicans that do this, okay? There's a mental illness involved when you get in behind a sanctuary city, okay? You hate America. I can't even start. That's a whole nother podcast. That would take too long. Sorry. Let's see. So now they're going to impeach this president for what? We don't know. There are 2 bills are getting drawn up. Might end up with 3. It might take them 3 strikes to get 1 right of their lies, because that's all we've gotten from Schiff. He's lied so bad he wouldn't even come to Congress. He sent one of his flunkies. I don't know, and I'm kind of sick, because first thing I think of when he sends one of his flunkies is he a pedophile too, like Schiff? Do we got to sit and watch another pedophile? It's bad enough when we got to sit and watch Schiff and listen to him lie. He opened and closed every one of his puppet shows where he harassed and tampered with witnesses constantly, leading questions, threatening them down in the skiff. He rehearsed it. He saw who he could get cry. He got that girl to cry. Of course, she's a liberal. I mean, it don't take much for them to cry. Let me show you how easy it is to make a liberal cry. If you go downtown Main Street and you run into a liberal and you got one of these fellers here on your head, okay, or one of these, you'll see the tears. They cry. They can't understand why they didn't win. They're actually dumb enough. If you ever feel like you're having a bad day and you're really stupid, just remember, there are people that actually believed Hillary Clinton would make a good president, okay? Yeah. Kind of like before this thing got so out of hand with the Democrats and they got so far into communism and socialism, it used to be the party to be with, but they've changed so much. They went so far towards socialism and communism, you can't even recognize them. Okay? Abortion? Are you kidding me? They lead the charge for killing babies. Open borders? Let's bring the drugs in. Let's bring in the child traffickers, the sex traffickers. Let's bring in the crime, the criminals, the cartels. You know, do the math. These guys started out 19 minutes after Trump had his hand on the Bible. The Washington Post said, let the impeachment begin. Give the guy a half an hour to screw up. Well, you had 25, 30 minutes maybe, instead of before 20 minutes is up. He hadn't been in office 15 minutes, so that's on the press. They pump it out. Time for the impeachment to begin. This is supposed to be nonpartisan, bipartisan. The only thing bipartisan about it was the Democrats voted with the Republicans not to go forward. And Nancy Pelosi had to have it her way like it was Burger King. Okay? Well, this ain't Burger King. And she won't be the Speaker of the House long. She sat on the bill that she's going to pull out now for 16 months. Could have put 250,000 Americans back to work, but that would have gave Trump a victory. And then now she figured out when he overbeat the November prediction for new jobs by over 100,000, 266,000 new jobs in November, she saw there's nothing she can do to stop him. She's been praying for a recession, doing everything she can. She hates Trump more than she loves America. All Democrats do. The four horsemen, they're all screaming impeachment. So when you hear these knucklehead liars, and that's all the Democrats ever do is lie, okay, pretty simple, watch their lips, especially Schiff. If his lips are moving, he's lying. That's why he won't go under oath. If he went under oath, they'd catch him in so many lies that he would go to prison. So he's scared to death of going under oath. Some agencies, some outfits, they call that living a lie. And that's unfortunately the way this pedophile has to live his life. Now, they got all of his convictions sealed, just like Jeffrey Epstein. I guess when you marry George Soros' daughter, that's what happens. You can do anything you want sexually. You can be any kind of animal creature you want and get convicted and get the things expunged or however he did it. They're sealed. But they didn't seal the fact that he got busted using campaign funds to pay off the last 16-year-old sexual harassment lawsuit he had. And he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Bold. Just bold, you know? He boldly lied to the American public. He boldly lied to Congress. He boldly lied so much that Pelosi, who is either drunk or stupid, I'll let you figure that out. Make your own decision. I'm not judging nobody. Stood up for him and said that was the truth before they called him on it. And he finally said, well, it was kind of a parody. No, you're the parody, Schiff. You're the parody. Your whole life's been a parody. Yeah, you got issues, like Trump said, obvious. You've had them for a while. You know what I mean? Schiff, you know what I mean? And what do you mean he didn't do anything? Didn't you hear my story I made up? Come on, man. Nobody's that stupid. Pelosi got caught on a hot mic. The Americans are the most stupidest people on earth. She said, all the stupid people that voted for Trump, I can tell these idiots anything. They'll believe whatever I say because I'm a Democrat. That was on a hot mic when she was off stage. She just gave, oh man, everybody was writing checks. When they heard that, they tore them all up. It was a zero. She went from a hero to a zero because they heard how she really felt about her constituents. They were the stupidest of the stupid. And they believe anything she says. Now, they pulled it off Facebook a half a dozen times. I keep posting it. I did this like for 3 days and they kept pulling it down. Nancy Pelosi, somebody threw up a clip they had taken, zapped off C-SPAN, which when I get my laptop, I will be able to do myself to share it with you, and then they can't pull it down. But this was Nancy Pelosi addressing freshman Democrats, brand new swear-ins, on how to deceive the public. First, we lie. We lie about our opponents. We lie about an issue. Then we get someone in the media to report it. And once they report it, then people will believe it. And you keep repeating it. which is basically the same thing Hitler did. Hitler said if you tell a lie often enough times, people will believe it. And they call Trump a Nazi. Are you kidding me? These guys, they remind me, they have not been able to get over the fact that he won. And what happened was, he come in, and they're always so worried about being politically correct. Not really, but they'd like you to think they are. He come in, and the Republicans couldn't control him. The Democrats couldn't control him. And nobody knew what to do with them. Trump was like a bulldozer, okay? And he's not a politician, never has been. He's a builder. He wants to build America. He's got a sincere desire to serve the citizens of America. Make America great again. So he works day and night against the Democrats. And for the first 2 or 3 months, to be honest with you, he was working against the Democrats and the Republicans. Finally, the Republicans started seeing what he could do on his own. They figured, you know what, we get behind this guy, we're going to rewrite history. If the Democrats had followed suit and jumped in and worked with the Republicans instead of spending 24 hours a day hating President Trump and distorting their world, they're distorting reality, because they're living a lie. You got Schiff who's lying, and he believes it, but he knows for certain he cannot be ever sworn in because he's lied so much he can't remember all the lies he's told. And he ain't stupid. But, yeah, it's sad. I'm sorry, I just saw a mosquito fly by. I'm topping the Wi-Fi off my favorite local restaurant here, and these guys are all supposed to be dead. I don't think I got them. Kind of getting old and slow. Excuse me, trying to throw this flu off too. So they wasted a day yesterday. I watched that crap for like 11 hours. Man, it was disgusting. I made it 6.5 hours, fell asleep for about an hour, woke up, backed her up, went at her again, finished it up. And, you know, Collins, I love Doug Collins. He's from the South. He's an attorney. I imagine pretty sharp attorney. But what he's even more sharper at than being an attorney or being a congressman, and he did have a private practice, but he's a pastor. He's an extremely godly man, and he knows the Word of God inside and out, and he walks the walk, and he talks the talk, and I just have so much love and respect for him because he brings reality to the picture. This is what Decision 2020 is all about. How I started it and got the name of the program is, we got a decision to make in 2020. We're going to vote for God or the devil. I said that on my first time I went live on Facebook. Now I'm in Facebook jail. I did something quick off either my cat, Weezer, Facebook page, or my KLC Investments, my gold and silver coins. But they didn't like what I said. It might have been that I called out Zucker on protecting people that are trying to tear his organization apart. You don't want to question Zucker's intelligence on Facebook. He will throw you in jail for 30 days. Or you don't want to call out Planned Killing Parenthood too loudly on Facebook. You know, and the thing that's funny is, when I go on Facebook with my live little quick chats, there's one group I always like to post to, Christians who voted Trump. And I've never had one of my videos turned down. It's got to go before the administrators, and 2 out of 3 got to approve it. And so I always get approved on that. So it's just more of conservatives, more of Christians being segregated, being blocked, being shut down. They can block me, they can laugh at me, but one thing they can't do is stop me. So the main thing is that we got to get this, watch these dirty dogs as closely as we can so they don't mess up our next election. Part of the reason they're upset are the numbers, all right? Now, I've crunched the numbers, and they had basically 25 million illegal aliens, which Hillary's got no problem encouraging people to commit 25 million felonies, which is an instantly deportable offense if you vote and you're not an illegal alien. They had 25 million illegal aliens, and I don't know how you would charge the 25 million dead people that voted, but they need to get talked to pretty seriously, and they don't need to be voting in the next election because we know they're dead. You can't really fine them, but you got to give them an awful stern talking to. That's 50 million votes that were illegal, fake, she shouldn't have had. Now, if you put those to Trump's, we see what a landslide it was. We all know that she's a lying dirtbag. I'm trying to keep this family oriented here. It's supposed to be Christian views, right? And we're supposed to tell the truth with love. So, the truth is that I wasted 11 hours of my life yesterday watching them idiots in Congress. Jerry Nadler broke all the rules. There's no minority date. It was a waste of time. Friday, she called for letters of impeachment. So they're already drawing them up. Doug Collins said that last week, and they were. Okay? He knows how these snakes work. He's been kicking them in the head for the last 3-4 years. So, Nancy Pelosi has cooked her own goose by wasting a year and a half, but she did pull it out today, so they'll be doing that. I'll keep you up to speed if something big breaks. I'll throw something up tonight. I'm trying to download one that they took off, supposedly for copyright infringements. I don't know about that. One of my best podcasts. But I've tried to reload it twice today, and it doesn't seem to want to go up. So my internet here is like rock solid. So I should be able to get this one up, and hopefully I won't need to put up another one today. But if I do, I will. Excuse me. I gotta cut the cord on this one. Set her free. I got a cough fit coming on. I'm not going to be able to stop. Trying to throw this flu. Everybody have a really blessed day. Don't forget to pray for our president. God bless you, America, our president, and everybody that voted for Trump. Oh, and if you enjoyed this, like, share, possibly subscribe. Also, I've got a GoFundMe page. Go to Facebook, do a search, GoFundMe. Then type in all capitals, Decision Making 2020. Check it out. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.